Welcome to another episode of Smoke and Mirrors. This episode is brought to you by I don't know, our self care. Let's say that. Let's say that. Here's a song. This is a song that I'm singing to you because I need a song because that's what I do when we're doing smoking mirrors. And now here they are, your venerable host, Carlos Kareem Windham. Hey, everybody, we're here. Apologies, I'm gonna make a little adjustment. There we go. Okay, the light looks crazy. Um, I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're doing today. How are you doing today? I'm not doing great. I'm not doing great. The thing, one of the things that is helping is that I know, however not great I'm doing, I am doing far better than most people in the Trump administration. So that's just a fact of a matter that is true. Hey, do me a favor, would you? Could you go ahead and go over to Free the Vote. Free the Vote, we got the vote.org forward free the vote is an opportunity to donate, I don't know, five on it, and maybe help restore the voting rights of some folks in Florida who have had their voting rights stripped by the state in the only country on earth where you can lose the right to vote, where you can have the right to vote and then lose it. That's us. Um, because that's true, we're trying to restore the right to vote. Now, here's what's happened: the ex incarcerated folks who've been formerly incarcerated, ex incarcerated folks. What does that mean? Folks who are formerly incarcerated in Florida have been restored by a wide margin, like a 60% margin, the right to vote. Their voting rights are back. But then the shithole DA decided that there should be a poll tax, which, by the way, is illegal and never could have happened had the Supreme Court not started fucking with all of our voting rights halfway through the Obama era. And since that happened, since we were stripped of our voting rights and protections, guess what? Guess what? When you don't protect black people and black people's rights from white people snatch them up and try to subvert and or take them back. Weird. Weird. So that's been happening, which brings to mind the interesting musical question: if your vote didn't matter, why they try to suppress it? Don't be a jackass, jackass. You know, that I love that song. That's one of my favorites. Oh, how you doing? I had I had a night. I had a shit night. It's remember I talked about a few days ago the chaos in the planets right now, as everything is in retrograde. Mercury certainly is, but so is Mars and Uranus and Venus and everything except for the last three planets. Everything. No, Uranus is not. That's one of the three that's not. But everything else is in retrograde right now, which might be why the whole planet and everything around you feels like it's uh, um, not working right. That certainly was true for me. Multiple things, old things, stress things. I'll get into a bit, but all of those things are why I'm here today with you, because I want to spend a few minutes. Because after today and for the rest of this week, I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you because I am going to take a few days down. We need to recharge the machine, so we can keep bringing joy. And I got completely overloaded, and both with like old responsibilities that I'm trying to catch up on, new responsibilities and opportunities that are on the horizon, many of which I'm looking very much forward to sharing with you, and things that need to be built and constructed. The scaffold has to be properly up there for all of the muslin to stay in place so that we can bring you the theater that is this. It's going to get specialer and specialer, and it's going to be special in some other places as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're looking forward to in the not too distant future. It looks like a few things that I'll share with you now. One is that my band and I, because I'm going to be in the band doing it, are going to be playing live music together, like all at once in the same room at the same time. And that room will be an outdoor room without walls. Certainly the first time, and there's a room because everyone in the band is safe and hyper COVID aware. We are going to then maybe do a broadcast or two from a second location, and we will then very shortly thereafter, we think we're working on it, get you your very own access to an album, Wallace album, and We Ride is the name of that album, and we do hope that you will, when it does become available, buy it, because musicians don't make any money off of the Spotify's. I mean, spins are fun, and it's nice to see your name out there like that, but you don't. There's nothing. I don't know. We'll probably have to SoundCloud it or something like this. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna invite you. You're gonna be part of it. We're gonna invite you to be there. I hope it's gonna be nice. I hope it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be. We're gonna make it sexy. We're gonna make it sexy for everybody. And it's, again, we know we're in prophylactic measures right now. It can't be the way that it's been, but we do hope to bring you something quite familiar and something that feels good. It's not verses. We're not against anybody. We're not trying to win anything. We're just making some music. We're just making some music because we have to. We're artists. We have no choice. Also, it is important to art at the thing right now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going bananas. Bananas in this world. Um, Shout out black women. Shout out to black women. Shout out to black women. I don't know that there will ever be enough words to express the feeling of despair that I have every time white folk in power have the opportunity to show that they are growing into their humanity and out of their whiteness, that they demonstrate that and, and this weekend in Portland was no different when the Proud Boys. By the way, can we talk about that name for a second? Can we just deconstruct this? You grown men. And this is why I often talk about toxic masculinity, because even as grown men, identifying yourselves as boys, and Proud Boys is it? Okay. What are we so proud of? Help me out. What are we so proud of, boys? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Proud people don't need to threaten bicyclists. That's the thing they did. Proud people don't need to throw reporters onto the ground, or hide what they're doing, or be secretive. Do you know what I'm saying? Proud people, you don't need a shield if you're proud of what you're doing. You just let the accolades fly with the tuna cans and soup. There's no tuna cans or soup. That's one of the stupidest things Trump has ever said, that we're throwing and named and branded it and branded the tuna as though leftists and radicals are running out to fucking Kroger's Market or Piggly Wiggly and grabbing all the bumblebee tuna to throw at police. Where? Is there some storage of like confiscated bumblebee tuna someplace that we haven't been given access to? I suppose if he does have it, he'll release it in 2 weeks. He's been releasing his health plan in 2 weeks. He's been releasing his taxes for 2 weeks, and now he's fucker ducked because now his taxes have been released for him. Got him. We don't got him. The only way we're going to get him is to vote. It's the only way we sort of got him. So there you go. The post office there, what part of, we've been talking about that, has been one of the rules. Guess what? Mail-in voting. You're allowed to. It's fine. All the judges said, hey, let's go. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and vote. So we get to. He voted by mail in Florida, the one place he thinks it's okay to vote by mail, the one place where you don't have to wear a mask to a bar right now. So that's he doesn't think it, though. I mean, it's a lie. We know it's a lie, right? He doesn't think it. And it's just exhausting to say that he thinks anything now, because you know he doesn't. You know that he's a liar, that he's going to lie, and then he's going to lie about lying, and then he's going to lie about the lies that he lied about, because he's a fucking liar. And as I was getting my do you have a warm bevy? I don't. I exhausted my warm bevy. I know I always ask. My coffee shop that I like up the street is back for the walk up. Thank God. It is the most human interaction that I have in a day when my child is not here. And so I see a person. And that is the only time I see a person. Like in life. Like I see you. I see you. You see me. We see each other. Even if I'm on your TV right now, I see you. Am I on your phone? I see you. I see you lying there right now. I see you in your comfortable chair. I see you in your hammock in the backyard. I see you, New York, East Coast. I see you. It's after dinner. You got your dirty plate. You going to do the dishes after this? What is it, New Zealand? I see you. I see you out there. I know you were seeing us. We talked about that last week. Thank you for being here. I get to see a person once a day. I'm cracking up a little bit from not seeing people too. That's the other thing. I need to do some self-cares. I got to do some self-cares. I have some chores that have been over the head of this one for a long time. I've been doing my comedy career backwards. So I do have comedy heroes, and I have tried to pattern some of what I do after them in terms of being vulnerable, in terms of being honest, in terms of sharing, in terms of sometimes they're jokes, and sometimes I just say tragic things really funny. That I found that out from my father. I got done with a set one time, after which he commenced to stand up before the audience and grab his balls when I said it was from his balls that I sprang forth. And so he jumped in the act. That's fine. So, but prior to that, had told a story in which he said, "Wow, that story was really sad. That was fucked up. That wasn't funny at all. I mean, you were funny. You were hilarious. That story was not funny." I said, "Yeah, well, it's true. It's true." He said, "What? Like it's true, true?" "Yeah. True, true, true. True, true, true." In that instance, I happened to break a white girl's brain. She was fine. She's fine. She came back. We've spoken since. She said that the world made her reset her brain soon after Trump was elected because she could not believe what fucking Klansmen her family were. Who'd have guessed? White people, that your racist uncles and dads are as racist as they seem. Who could have guessed that? I had written the other day that I think that I'm becoming more and more convinced that white people actually like it like this. To which one of my junior high adversaries who made the block list for the question asked, like it like what? What a disingenuous white man question to ask. Because what that lets me know is that you can't see the world you're in. You don't know that you're in the ocean. You're a fish. And trying to describe to you water and that you live in it and you benefit from it and you breathe it and you fuck in it and you make babies in it, that we can't. You poop in it. There's a thing. Fish literally poop and fuck in the same place. That's gross. Anyway, the white people are essentially fish, and that because they are such, it means that maybe those who claim that whiteness and are not moved to the place of becoming race traders, which is what we need at this point, still don't understand that they're just in the water. They're just in the water. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. We're going to do this today. Are we? Dumbass. Yes. Whoo. This is just me talking to the voices in my head. I don't want any of you to take that personally. Because I'm doing this today, I wanted to let you know a few things very quickly, and then I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to commence with the self-caring pieces that I talked about earlier. So I'm going to be introducing a new recurring segment. We'll start that when I get back next week. That will be a segment I've been working on and thinking about for a bit that I think is important right now in these last 34, 35 days before the election. And that is the accidental racist. The segment is going to be called Accidental Racist. And I'll feature a variety of Black Anglo-Saxons who I don't think that any Black person intentionally and willfully finds themselves spewing the poop filth that is white supremacy and the patriarchy and becoming cheerleaders of white supremacist capitalist patriarchy. But many do. And while I have said before, and I do believe it to be true, that it is a successful way to navigate the United States if you are a Black person. By success, what I mean is it is a way to ensure that white people might give you opportunities, might throw you some crumbs from their tables, might even make you famous, might even make you what we, the common poor, think of as rich, right? Uh, those rich people aren't. They're not. They're not. They're broke. Those rich people don't got no monies. Uh, the people who the people who decide who get to be the rich people, they got some monies. They got some monies, right? So the Rupert Murdochs who decide that Candace Owens gets a platform have money. The CNNs that decides that your Van Joneses, your Kamau Bells get a platform to have chitter chats and back and forths with Nazis. That is that's a way to get paid. That's a way to get paid. This is a way to get free, and this is a way to build community that to me means the thing. So I'm not, as we get into the accidental racist, segment, we'll be featuring many Negroes. Many who might refer to themselves as Negroes to their white lovers. Oopsie! Maybe they won't. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe it gets more graphic than that. It's not my kink. I couldn't say. But going to be talking about that and the origin of the word. We'll begin that when I come back next week. I've got some guests coming up. Going to have let's see. I believe this will be my third white person guest will be here. As you know, I'm not here to like do fisticuffs and debates. So if I bring a person who is donned with undeserved and unearned white privilege, do believe that that's going to be someone who has been using that privilege to try to dismantle the systems and would be called a race traitor by many of the folk in the world, including, I don't know, say, the president. So, who has decreed that Zane Gibbs, who will be here, who is an equity director in Austin, Texas, in the government. What does that job mean now that there's been a decree from President Fascist, Racist, Nazi, Rapist? We'll see. That used to be my kind of job too. When I had a job, that was my job. So I'm very excited to talk to Zan about that. We know each other from the inner tube, which is not always evil if you don't use it evilly. Oh, here's the other thing I'm going to do this week. Before I come back next week, I'm going to take a break from the Facebook. I am. I did it so far today. I think I posted a question that I haven't looked at. But, oh, your tribe? Hey, do you know where there's a plug for Black Lives Matter placards, signs, flags? That is Black owned, or those funds go directly to Black organizations or agencies, and they are not made by or marketed as being made by white people. Do you know where I can get some of those? I have a Black friend in need. I have a Black friend in need out there in Colorado, which is not Trump country, but you would not believe how many Trumpsters and Nazis there are there. I grew up amongst them. That's why I've been trying to tell y'all for the last 48 years what the fucks is going on. Oh, it's Libra season, motherfuckers. It's Libra season. Huh? So which is part of, I'm sure, why I am looking to restore a little bit of balance for myself right now as a Libra. That's right. And if I take this little time off this next 4 days, it does mean that I'll get to be back with you. And I think we'll be here with you on my birthday. I don't know if that's true. Let's see. Let's have a little looky. I'm not going to tell you when it is yet. It's not your business. It's not your business. Facebook knows enough information about all of us. That's what they're telling us. That's what that dumb movie says. Oh, yeah. No, it's whoops. Wait, maybe. Up. Nope. Not gonna be here for my birthday. It's on a weekend day that we don't do this, but it's gonna be a very special week that week. I'm gonna do some big things here that week as well, and we'll be wrapping up some major life events. As I was saying, I built and am building my foray into comedy quite backwards. It's not that I've not been doing it for some time. I think the first actual stand-up routines that I ever did, I was all of about 9 in my parents' living room and actually did stand-up. Wasn't good. It was pretty terrible. There was some physical comedy involved. I thought it was funny. Folks thought that I hurt myself, so it sort of took away the magic. But been doing it, been standing up in front of people, been writing the comedies most of my life. One of the realities, though, is that in terms of just getting up solo with the mic and doing it the stand-up way, that's a thing in clubs that really have only started investing deeply in the last 3 years, 3 to 5 years, 3 years in particular, 3 years I'll say. And in that, 4 years, going on 4. In that, doing it with regularity, have come to realize that I'm doing some things backwards to my heroes, obviously, right? One is that Richard Pryor, for instance, waited until very toward the end of his career, and in fact what ended up being toward the end of his life, to discover that he had multiple sclerosis, where I have been diagnosed for 5 years and have had it for nearly 30. So I'm ahead of the curve there. And the other thing that the one that's been keeping me up at night, because push is coming to shove, rubber's hitting the road, and one of the unfortunate things that I seem to have in common with the president is that I am straightening out my old tax situations, and as many black folks have to, because this is a system designed to tax you and make being poor even more costly than having money. And it's done to me as it's done to so many. But unlike my idol Red Fox, I am dealing with it now, and then building a fortune after. So I went poor and fucked up my taxes first, then we'll build the mass fortune and get back into the clubs and do it like that. So it's like I'm like a Benjamin Button. I'm like a Black Benjamin Button of comedy, is what it is. We're just getting better and better. I'm not going to end up doing like fart jokes by the time I'm 70, I hope. But probably I will. Probably. I imagine the fart jokes just slip out of you as easily as the farts do by the time you're that age. You know, old people, they can't hold it. They're not farting in front of you trying to be crude. There's nothing they can do. That the 2 steps back. My mother was one of the most. I love my mother. I loved my mother. Let me tell you this. I love presently my mother. I love my dead mom. But let me say this about my dead mom as well, because it's true. My dead mom was one of the most flatulent people on this planet. She just was. And it wasn't like quiet. It wasn't smelly, which is that part to me. Praise whatever you happen to believe in. We won. But it was loud. She was well ahead of her time in being able to make her ass clap. I guess that's what I'm saying about my mom. Just, she would take like 3 steps back away from you out of the kitchen, out of the door if it were warm out and there was no weather. There was inclement. But yeah, just we're gaseous creatures. Humans just are that. We just all the time. And the older you get, you don't get to keep it in. So I guess, as is happening right in this very moment, The fart jokes are just going to start pouring out. Careful what you wish for, asshole. Uh-oh, with the asshole on top. Hey, gross. Boy, what else? I thought this was going to be like a fiver. I really did. I thought I was going to come on, talk to you for 5 minutes, get the fuck out of here. But I'm already like, I'm pre-missing you for the week. I'm pre-missing you. I miss you. I miss you. That's like a preemptive I miss you for you just put that right in your breast pocket. Just hold it right there. And when you're thinking of me this week, remember that it's there. And know that I'm thinking of you too. Know that I'm thinking of you too. In fact, I'm thinking of you to this degree. This is what I'll say. I'll say this. Patrons, I will do this at least pre-recorded once, maybe twice this week. How about that? And it'll be available at the Patreon, and it will be available at the Patreon to patrons at any level, at $2, $1, $5. Fuck it. Why not? I'm gonna miss you. Go on over to the Patreon. You know what? I'm gonna bring that up. I'll bring that up for you to look at. I don't have it here. Yeah, I do. Go on over to the Patreon there, and you can sign up at Patreon, Smoke and Mirrors CCB. And guess what? Ruthie, Erica, Amber, Aaron, Seth, Lisa, Kristen, Renice, Michael, Natalie, Julia, Tarika, Tracy. There's going to be a show there for you. And anyone else who becomes a patron during that time. If you want to. Hey, shout out to Kelly. Shout out to Rick for dropping a little dime over there at the Venmo, at the Cash App, at the PayPal. All those are variations of spellings of my name. Carlos Windham, CK Windham, $CK Windham if you're at the Cash App. And CK Windham, just CK Windham if you're at the PayPal. Go there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a special show for you. I'll do a special show for you that will only be there. It's not going to be an interactive joint like this. It's just, I can't do it this week. Also, patrons, I owe you something that we've been talking about since the beginning. To my $20 club, my suppliers. Hey, I promised you that we would be having a smoke session. And so Lisa, who else is in there? Kristen, Tracy. I think that's who's there. I don't know. We'll look later. We're going to get together. I'm going to send you a Zoom link. Okay. And we'll find a time. Not this week. Maybe we'll do. Oh, shit. You know what we'll do? We're going to do. Here's another patron treat. And this is another October Libra treat. Fuck it. Okay. What we're going to do. This is right now. Just deciding. We're going to do a birthday smoke session for me for my birthday on October the 18th, which is a Sunday. And all of the patrons, you are more than I'm gonna open it up to every single one of the patrons, not just the $20 club. Fuck it. It's my birthday. I get to do it to whoever I want. I got to open it up to whoever I want. That's a special Sunday smoke out for my birthday. And I will make it as many minutes long as I am years old. And since black don't crack, you don't know how long that is until we get there. Oh, it's gonna be 72 minutes. I'm 72 years old. No, I'm not. That's ridiculous. I'm 93. No, I'm gonna be 49. 49? Is that right? Yes. That is correct. I'm going to be 49. So please to come and celebrate the 49th with me. And we'll have a little smoke session on the Friday, the October the 18th. Sunday. October the 18th. That'll be more fun, right? Because then we get to just actually talk. We'll see everybody's photos and pictures. I learned something about you. You learned something about me. It'll be great. It's gonna be great. That's where the real players are gonna be. Got guests coming, doing some dope production for you coming up. Shout out to Bloom Dispensary right here in Portland, Oregon, for continuing to help fuel this enterprise. Shout out to all the patrons. I did that inadvertently a second ago. You know what would be great if you want to share the show? Don't share this one. This is not good. Uh, this is this is this is this has no production value at all. Did nothing happen? I don't know if I said anything worth a shit. I really don't. But what I do know is this: that there are 100 plus shows over on the YouTube page there. And so, what you should do, if you want to, you could go over there and you could go look at any number of them. And we're starting to put titles, and so that you know a little bit more about which one was what show. If you remember, you wanted to look at the one where we talked about the post office, or the one where I talked to Ibutoke. That one is there on YouTube. The Priest of Ochun. When we talk about Black spirituality, did you want to revisit the conversation with Kat Hollis, who began PDX Stripper Strike, that is featured in this very month's Vogue magazine, Vogue.com. You can find the article itself in the shared page. Hey, here's another update. Do you remember we talked about our friend Tanqueray from Humans of New York? And I said, hey, could you please maybe drop a dime for that incredible story about her friend sucking the president off? Could you drop a dime for that? And so many have that she has over $1 million to help her leave this and earth and transition comfortably as possible. And that's not something that the economically exploited often get. And so if you contributed to that, thank you for that. That is incredibly dope. Appreciate that. What else? Is there a guest who you think we should have? Hey, Smoke and Mirrors, ccb@gmail.com. Go there. Tell me about it. Tell us about it. I'm there. Tracy's there. We'll look at it. We'll see what you're saying. We'll see what you got to say about it. Oh, what? Look at this. Look at this. Over $1 million. 2 million is well over. 2.5 million nearly is over a fucking million for sure. Holy shit. Jesus. The link is in the chat. If you want to get down, you can get down. You can get down there, and then drop like a buck at the Patreon, a buck. Then we can all smoke together. We can all smoke together on the 18th. Hey, I don't know. Oh, it's what is it? It's I don't want to say it wrong. I believe it is. I'm going to say it. I'm going to look and then I'm going to say it. And I'm going to see if I'm right. Yom Kippur. Am I right? Of course, I'm looking at the wrong dates now because that's how I get down. Yes. So, our friends of faith, of the Hebrew nations, the tribes of Israel. I apologize. I have incredibly long nose hairs right now. I keep doing this. I don't have nothing's going to come out. I keep touching my nose. After the last fires in the Pacific Northwest, I decided, hey, maybe there was a reason for those nose hairs, and that would be a better thing to have in there than toxins. And maybe living is a sexier look than a naked nose. But this is too long. This is not tenable. This is like those fake eyelashes. People are at the magnetic eyelashes. This is, sorry about that. It is the day of atonement to God. So my Jewish friends are spending the day getting right with God. That would often be done in a temple. I hope that it is not today. If you are one of my friends who is an observer, it's very unlikely that you'll see this today. but you'll maybe see it tomorrow or sometime after midnight. And I know that it is also as you are looking for atonement and for forgiveness, I will be accepting apologies right here. Give them. No, 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 no. The apologies are for me, and you're not looking for atonement from any humans. I know this. This is atonement with God. This is the like yesterday was the day that I think God was meant to be a presence right here, right here, right here, right here, who you could talk to like a buddy, whether you're a Rebbe or not. So hey, um, if you are talking to God, I hope you are asking for us to get to the other side of whatever the fuck is going on now, because this shit ain't cute. This shit ain't cute. I do talk to the gods to whom I speak like this all the time. I think the you call God God, Orunla, Orunmila, they hear me. They don't have a lot to say to me. But Allah, I talk to God, I have spirit will travel. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. And even as I say that, I am also aware that I'm a petty, petty bitch because I did that. That tattoo happened immediately after 9/11 because my philosophy then as now was if you're going to take one of us, you better fucking take all of us. I am not myself of that faith, of the Islamic faith, but my middle name is Kareem, and my beard just does this. So it's not more than once. It is more than once that I've been stopped by folks who assumed that that was just what it is, or that my name was Mustafa. Also a fair assumption. Also a fair assumption. I, though, specifically follower of the King of the White Cloth, Homo Batala, Seu Sagrinya. My mother is Oya. And half spirit will travel. The reason that I know so much about the Hebrew faith in particular is that I did go to Trojan Ranch Camp and went to theater schools provided by the JCC. For those who are not in the know, for the Goyim among us, that is the Jewish Community Center. And that's where I grew up. That's how I learned the theaters. Because who has the money to build a fancy, fancy, fancy children's theater with very good directors and then take them on tour? Those people do. And people who collect and invest in themselves and in particular in that art. And in the town I grew up, that's where that access was. And my parents, my father in particular, made sure that I had the opportunity to take advantage of that access, and I will always be thankful for that. Let's take another hit. Shit is like a radical leftist, matriarchal, black-centric Rush Limbaugh hour. With weeds and funnies. Difference being that I know I am being both authentic and transparent and a little bit vulnerable. Yeah, it's about what I got. It's about what I got today. Thank you. Thank you for spending time. Thank you all, those of you who have been supporters, who continue to be supporters, who tune in with some regularity. Those of you who tune in daily, that's wow. Goddamn, thank you. Thank you. That's real crew. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Y'all them real motherfuckers. When this shit gets like globally recognized as cutting edge by the powers that be, you're going to be able to say you were there first. You're going to be able to say you were there first. And I thank you for that. I thank you for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of you. And hey, we did it. It's been another Smoke and Mirrors. I am going to go ahead and get ready to take a break. I'm going to do some self-care. I'm going to do some exercise. I'm going to do some things. I hope you do some of the same. This has been another episode of Smoke and Mirrors. We build community here. It is an hour of culture, comedy, and music. We have some thrilling conversations with real people and talk some shit and do a little producing and produce segments too. So, you know what it is. I'm going to miss you, but you know what? You could check out the IG, Smoke and Mirrors, CCB. I'll still be on Twitter. I'm an addict. Gross. Sorry. Today, in fact, I found out my voice just cracked because it's a very distressing thing. I have been on Twitter for 9 years today. Dear God, that is nearly as long as my marriage lasted. Holy shit. Hey, do you have a question, a query, a thought? Guest who should be on the show, something to say about it? Hit us up, Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors CCB at gmail.com. This is an event hosted and produced by myself, Carlos Kareem Windham. This is also produced by Tracy Tatamy. One last time, I'm going to just tell you these things. Please get with the people at Free the Vote. We want to get as many votes happening as we can. That would be great. Go check them out at wegothevote.org, Free the Vote. And if you'd like to share and be part of this party that is going to include Ruthie, Erica, Amber, Aaron, Seth, Lisa, Kristen, Renice, Nisi, Michael, Natalie, Juliet. Been a long time. Where you been, Juliet, Tarika, and Tracy? Hey, get in there to the Patreon and any amount will do ya. And then you get to celebrate my birthday with me. This is the only time I'm even going to mention it. I'm never going to bring it up again. That's the intro. That's not what we're doing. We're doing the outro. Put on a mask if you go outside, which you shouldn't. Please stay inside. Wash your hands. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And you know what? I love you. Okay. Until next week.